knowing that we're only 2 years apart, and I've been following him throughout my entire life, man. So I wanted to showcase that and let people know, how strong of a bond and how much we support each other and what a true brotherhood looks like.
Well, now that you've done that, what do you two like talking about most outside of football? I'm talking about outside of football on the podcast, the kind of information or the kind of subject matter you want to disseminate to the public. What do you enjoy tackling most?
You know what? The most fun I have is talking about my childhood, my love for sports, and what really sparked me to get into the profession that I have today.
Mhm.
And I think having ex players come on, having the stars of my childhood and Jason's childhood come on and talk about what made them great, and just the stories of what they went through. I think that's the funnest part is being able to just talk to Jason about our childhood and tell the fun stories about being in the Kelsey household, as well as the things that we love to do as kids and now as adults.
Are you prepared, and is Jason prepared for the fact that as y'all continue to grow and shine, because the podcast is not going away, as your audience grows, I know you're going to want to continue to do it. With that being said, you're going to have to find yourself being a bit critical of folks out there when they ain't getting the job done, when they mess up. And you, as a 3-time Super Bowl champion, him as a champion, when you think about what y'all are bringing to the table in that regard, are y'all prepared to have to deal with all of that?
And you know what? I think that's what makes guys like yourself so good is the ability to be true. And I think you've always been true to me in my career.
Yeah.
You've called me out on numerous times, and I've always accepted that. And I've always, reevaluated what I've been doing because you always keep it real and you always keep it honest. And that's why I love listening to you, big dog. But
Appreciate you.
I think that is a talent in itself. Me personally, I like to shine light on everybody and everything. I don't
Right.
really like to take too many shots at people unless I've been truly disrespected. So
Right.
it has been a bit of a challenge being able to call things out and be confident and try and be critical without chopping somebody down. But it's definitely something that I'm working on for sure.
I try to make sure I don't get personal and that a guy knows that when I'm being critical of you, I'm not rooting against you. I'm telling you
Oh, yeah.
you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing
I
because
get it.
your ability to do that. You get that. I get that. Jason gets that. But you know as well as I do, not just in the NFL, but in professional sports, there's a lot of cats that don't get it and don't embrace it that way. How do you deal with that?
Well, what's real and what's not real. I was talking about it earlier about watching film and seeing, how the success I've had in the past is compared to the success I'm having now. And I think it's the same in the media. If somebody's saying something, what's warranting them for saying that? Why? What's the reasoning for it? You have to be confident in your abilities, but also confident to keep trying to find ways to better yourself, better your team, and you always got to separate reality from what's not real. And what's real for me is the building that I walk into, the faces that I go to work with, and then the people that I love at home. And that's what you really gotta, I don't know, differentiate and be comfortable in your own skin, man. You can't get yeah.
Appropriate question to ask with that Lombardi trophy hanging above your head right there.
It's
Y'all
nice.
are on the
It's got a nice
verge.
shine to it, right?
There you go. There you go. That ain't your office, though. Is that your crib or is
No,
that Andy
it's
Reid's
not.
office? That
My
Andy
guy
Reid's
Brad
office?
G's.
That-
My guy Brad G's
I
office.
got you. So here you are on the verge of possibly being the first team in NFL history to three-peat as Super Bowl champions. It's one thing to compartmentalize and say, we just here, we going for the chip. Obviously, y'all said it on stage after y'all beat San Francisco in the Super Bowl last year. We going for a three-peat. First team in order to pull it off. What would that mean to y'all?
Man, I've always been trying to chase greatness my entire life. I've been so fortunate to be able to come here to Kansas City and have to fill the shoes of a guy like Tony Gonzalez. And then when you start to have your own success, you start to really feel the urge to keep being greater than what you've been in the past. And no team has ever done it 3 times in a row, man. And I don't know why, but last year I felt like I wanted it more than I had in previous years, because it was the upper echelon of teams that had gone back to back. They were considered dynasty teams. They were considered teams that took over an entire decade of football and remembered forever. And those teams being able to get it done a third time all fell short. And I see that as an opportunity to be the greatest dynasty or the greatest, team of the decade, however you want to call it. But I just have it in me to really want that for the guys that I've gone to war with in this building, and have seen work so hard to be able to get it to this point, man.
Travis, let me throw this out at you, bro. Travis Kelce, all-time NFL rank as a tight end. Receptions, third behind Tony Gonzalez and Jason Witten. Receiving yards, third behind Tony Gonzalez and Jason Witten. Touchdown catches, fifth all-time. If you three-peat, is it possible that in a month's time, Travis Kelce says, I did it. We three-peated. Look at my numbers. I'm done. My football career is over.
Man, I think I'm so deep in chasing this one right now. I can't even fathom what football would be like. Not in my like not playing football as a profession, man. I still love coming into the building every single day. Does it get hard? Yeah, but I'm not doing it for the stats. I'm doing it for the greatness, the legacy that we've created here in Kansas City with Pat, with Chris Jones, with Coach Reed, Coach Spags, you name it, all the guys
Right.
in the building, man. It's been so much fun coming in the building with these guys. So I can't fathom what it would feel like just being able to say I'm satisfied, because I'm still hungry to go and get something right now.
You know, I remember when Tom Brady was winning Super Bowls, he had a supermodel for a wife that wanted him to retire. Is Miss Swift, is she encouraging you to continue to play or to
Oh, it's-
retire? Because it is a violent sport. And
oh yeah,
she don't want you hurt.
she's fully encouraging me to enjoy playing this game, and she loves coming to Arrowhead and coming to the games and cheering for me. So I got all the support in the world to keep chasing these dreams.
Andy Reid, the best coach ever?
The greatest to ever do it. I've
Even
seen it
even with
day in,
Belichick?
day out, week
Even with
in, week out. The
what?
wins are there. The Super Bowls are there. He's gone everywhere he's gone. He's won, and he's done it in a way that's so much respected by everybody that plays for him.
I don't know if you noticed, Andy Reid and I go back to my Philadelphia days. I love that
Oh
man.
yeah.
I love that man. I'm going to talk to him soon. But Andy Reid, what makes him special? I know he knows what he's doing as a football coach, but I'm talking about it from a personality standpoint. For him to be his age, to be around as long as he is, and to be so relatable to the modern day player while still having structure and discipline. Every coach can't pull that off. How does he do it?
Well, he's tough, and he shows his toughness every single day. He shows his desire to be at his best every single day. I'd laugh about it all the time. I never see his truck leave this parking lot, man. This guy loves being accountable and loves coming in and being his best for this organization in this city. And I think it's a unique blend of being able to be relatable to everybody. No matter how old he gets and how young these players are getting in the league, he always has the ability to relate to guys, and that's big in the football world, because these days get long, and it gets difficult coming in and doing the same routines for 20 weeks out of the year. So being able to relate to everybody, being able to have that toughness, to respect out of everybody. And on top of that, being true. He's always real. He'll tell you when you're slacking, no matter if you're an 8-time Pro Bowler or the rookie on the team. He'll tell you when you're slacking and when you need to pick it up. And honestly, because you relate to him so well and he has so much toughness, it typically just turns into a challenge for you to get better. And I think he does that better than anybody in the league, on top of just being able to be creative and have fun, making up these plays in the building, and always putting his players in the best place to, or the best situations to have success on the field.
Two quick last questions before I let you go. Patrick Mahomes, 3 Super Bowl titles in 5 years. If y'all had an offensive line, it would have been 4. But at the end of the day, here's what it comes down to. A lot of people look at him and they say he's the best ever. Others look at a Joe Montana, 4 rings. Others look at a Tom Brady, 7 rings. The three-peat will cement it, okay? But without the three-peat, you look at Patrick Mahomes right now, based on the guys that I mentioned, he's the best on the planet to you ever?
Best to ever do it. The best to ever do it. And to be honest, I think, obviously I'm a little biased. I think I've been on the receiving end of a lot of Pat Mahomes throws that have just blown my mind that he could even make these throws sometimes. But his natural ability to make plays, break tackles, throw the ball across the field. He's done it in a way that no quarterback has ever played this game, and he's won at a very very high level. With the world counting him out a few times, and I think that his ability to lead just like Coach Reed and his ability to come in and motivate guys and make guys better on this team is second to none, man. And I see it every single day, just like I see it with Coach Reed. His attention to detail, how fast he thinks, how fast he can get the ball out, his ability to make every throw, and then on top of that, you got the wins and the Super Bowls to do it.
Is there somebody that you think is the toughest competition waiting for you, or does it matter?
Um, I said this on New Heights, man. I want to play the best, man. Whoever that is, whoever we're presented, I want them to be at their best, and I want it to be, a challenge that's worth fighting for, man. I love this time of the year. I think it's my favorite time of the year. I've been hoping I could press fast forward just to get to this point, but know that the NFL doesn't work like that. But whoever we get in Arrowhead, I'm fired up and I'm ready to compete and just give them our best.
My very last question: is it all right for us to call you a Swiftie? Is that all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm the number one Swiftie.
Number one, right? Oh, even more than Mama. Even more than Mama, she seems to be a Swiftie now.
You already know. I'm right there. We're neck and neck. We're right there. We're tied at the top.
Nothing but love for you, my brother. It's so good to see you, man. You know I'm going to catch you down the road. I'll be at the Super Bowl.